Nick! Howdy, 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 and greetings. And yes, that's Klingons for more or less hello. Or what do you want? This is BoydofZINJ, and this is episode 8 of Star Trek Infinite. The Klingon series and playthrough where we're playing as the Klingons, where we discovered that the bird of prey has a major technical flaws. Not because it's game balance or it's something that we need to research, but the game itself appears to be broken. This is the Qapla series. We're not using any mods, any cheats, any fixes, or exploits. And the reason I stress that word fixes is there is actually a fix. It appears, and I've been going on the forums and discords, it appears that the coders of this game have the right information on there for the bird of prey, but it's been commented. So, during the last stages, someone was probably playing around with it, put all the updates as a comment, and left it as a comment. As a result, bird of preys cannot use shields, cannot use reactors, cannot use any auxiliary shield items such as cloaks. They're ideally the worst starting ship of any of the 4 empires you could pick. Federate and the Miranda class is better. Whatever version of the Romulans and Kardashian ships are. And in fact, we're going to take a quick look at that. I have also, kitty alert, reinstalled the game multiple times, verified, checked files just to make sure it's not me. There is a few hotfixes. I've downloaded all the hotfixes, reinstalled the game again, made sure the hotfix is supplied. Still the same situation. So here's what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to explore, and again, I like the game. It just has some problems. We're not getting achievements. The reason we're not getting achievements is because we need to be able to save to cloud. And trust me, I'm logged into Steam, and no matter what I do, I can't change this to the cloud. And it says, well, how do I know that will get me achievements? So we're going to play all 4 of these real fast. So we're going to go to settings. Achievements this game is not eligible for achievements. We need to have Ironman Mode on. And we can't. And the reason why is because we need to be quote unquote logged into Steam, which we can't log. I'm logged in. And it requires Steam Clouds. So it's not able to recognize that. So we're going to select the Federation.
Greetings, President. If you need my advice...
Yeah. So all we're going to do here is Ship Designer. The Miranda class. Notice on the top right, they can use... And boy, the Miranda doesn't even start off with medium stuff. Ugh! The computer is terrible. And I know why. It's because it needs a reactor, so... If they want to do anything, they need to put in a reactor. And then they'll be able to... let's just give them this. Add this. And they don't even have shields started off. Which they could. There you go. A much better Miranda class than what the game started off with. But regardless. Notice how there's auxiliary. The A slots. And then they can add shields. The component slots. Either shields or extra hull. So regardless. Alright, and let's take a look. Exit to main menu. New game. We'll try the Romulans.
Jolan True.
Jolan
I must
True.
advise you.
The Romulan dogs. Same situation. Ship Designer. The Cordero is a Romulan warbird. Okay. Now, this one only has 1, but still, that means it has a large. Interesting. It can still have shields. It's -7. Oh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then, so this is already a better design. It's a cute little warbird. But still, it has shields. It has reactors. We can't do this on a warbird. I'm sorry, on a bird of prey. We can't do this on a bird of prey. Main menu. And now let's try the Cardassians. Of course, Klingons.
Good tidings, Legate. You're refusing the help.
Yeah, I'm refusing to help. Now let's go to ship designers. Look up here. You could have shields. Let's do something goofy like this. Of course, it's going to need wow, this ship is really lacking for power. But still, regardless, it's still a better ship. It has shields. Now, you can argue, well, it only has 3 small weapons, right? I mean, and the bird of prey has 3 medium weapons. But small weapons tend to fire faster, hit smaller ships easier. Main menu. Now, we're going to start a new game as Klingons. This isn't going to be a new reset, but we're just picking them. Alright. Ship designer. Bird of prey. Look what's missing up here to the top right. I'll even put an arrow there, so that way you can see it better. Maybe I'll even zoom, do some fancy editing. So this ship can never cloak, can never have shields. Why can't it cloak? Why can't it not cloak? There's 2 reasons. First, cloaking is a technology you have to research, which is, again, a gameplay issue, not, a logical canon issue, because, of course, bird of preys can cloak at this turn of the era. Shoot, Klingon ships could cloak in Star Trek, the original series, Core in Deep Space Nine, the Harmaster, talked about learning how to update, put a Romulan cloaking device on a D5, an old style D5. So yes, and Star Trek 4, Star Trek 3, bird of prey's cloak. And this is a bird of prey, so yes, it could cloak. And Star Trek 6, again, right before this game comes out. And tell me one episode of the Next Generation when they don't show a Klingon bird of prey not cloaking. Klingon bird of prey is cloaked like if it's water. Like it's breathing air. They cloak and uncloak all the time. Regardless. Top right, it can cloak. And just to prove what I'm saying, main menu. We'll join my game. Ship designer. Here's, quote unquote, a warbird, a Katinga class, a Feckler design. A D7 Katinga called a warbird. Blasphemy. So, look, it has cloaking device. Notice it's an A slot. We'll take it out real fast. You can have reactors or cloaking devices. Ideally, I think I would have that as my ships. And when we start the game, we'll probably do that. Of course, we're building ships right now. Let me just cancel it real fast. Yeah, the warbirds just started. And redesign the ships. But once again, let's go back to the bird of prey. What's missing up here? The auxiliary and shield slots. So this ship could, and notice it even says here, shields 0. There are the shields 0. So this ship could never have shields. If it ever gets to a point where it requires a reactor, it can never use a reactor. It can never cloak because cloaking requires an auxiliary or A slot. So yes. Now you could argue, well, the bird of prey is kind of strong because it has 3 medium weapons, but medium weapons has its own problems, right? They don't fire as fast. They don't have as high accuracy. They do more damage. They require more power. And again, that's an issue. Luckily, I got reactors, so I can put more stuff in my ship than normal. But again, this is an issue. Now, I want to reiterate, I like the game. I like the series. We are going to continue playing the series. The other thing I'm going to do, and I probably should have just left it there, but I'm doing this for a reason, is I'm going to try and make each episode smaller. Analytics prove that very few people watch the entire episode. So if I make these shorter, I'm going to hope that more people watch the entire thing. If you're not watching the entire thing, then what's the point, right? Why am I doing this? I want people to interact with me. I want people to study the game, saying, hey, you're doing this wrong. Or maybe speak to me. Someone spoke to me in Klingon. If you want to speak to me in Klingon on the chat, trust me. I took 7 years of German. My grandparents on my mother's side are from Mexico and are fluent in Spanish. Unfortunately, they have passed away. And I don't know, I could probably tell you 3 sentences in German, probably 4 in Spanish, and I know more in Klingon. Patak! And that's an insult for me. For me. Jajuk. Oh, Joe. I'm a Star Trek nerd. When I was growing up, there was only Star Trek. So before we start the episode, we're going to have a quick intro, quote unquote, intro to this game series again. I like making these intros. If you don't like them, let me know. If they're too long and makes you bored, let me know. Now, I'm sorry for ranting. Once the intro's done, we'll start playing the game. Thank you.
Qapla. Beg your pardon? Success.
I officially welcome you to the Klingon Defense Force, who are all Klingon warriors.
Welcome, friends, gamers, Klingons, and other enthusiasts to the BoydofZINJ channel. I hope you enjoy your time here and the video. Please like, subscribe, do all the bell icons, and comment. It really does help small content creators like myself and others by doing so. If you click on the notifications, it may even let others and the YouTube gods know that they may enjoy these videos. With that being said, let's play.
Qapla.
Qapla.
Qapla to you too.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed the intro. Again, if you think the intro is terrible, let me know in the comments below. Now, you'll notice on the screen I have some information. I've been going to Steam forums, I've been going to the Paradox Interactive forums, I went to the official Discord, I've even used Twitter, and I've been doing some research. It appears that the coding is there to have the Bird of Prey have 2 auxiliary slots and 3 or 4 shield component slots. Shield/hull component slots. For whatever reason, they were edited out in comments. Now, this could mean that it was a good design/gameplay issue where they thought the Bird of Prey was too powerful with them and they decided to take them out. But I would argue they need at least 1 auxiliary slot so they can attach cloaking devices because, well, Bird of Prey should cloak or be able to use reactors. What if you never get reactor technology or powerful warp engines or anything? You would be hard pressed to be able to fit all your weapons, especially with medium slots. But it is what it is. What can you say? Is it a bug? Is it a gameplay issue? Is it a design issue? What do you think it is? Please tell me. What do you really think it is? Let's get back to the series. before you do, I'm kind of emphasizing this. It's something that a lot of people have been complaining about, including myself previously. We're not able to save the cloud. Because we're not able to save the cloud, Iron Man doesn't work. Because Iron Man doesn't work, we're not able to get achievements. Getting the achievements is the minor thing. You know, this is obviously a bug. Just FYI. Welcome back. I hope you like that intro. And I hope you like that explanation about what I've been doing with Steam. Yes, just to reiterate, yes, I've been going to Steam forums. Yes, I've been going to the Paradox Interactive forums. Yes, I've even gone to the forums for this Star Trek Infinite, the official forums, and even the official Discords. And been reporting this issue. I even went to Twitter and reported this issue. And as the screenshot shows, I've been looking at it. And like I said, this series is dedicated to being the Qapla series. With no cheats, no mods, no quote-unquote fixes, and no exploits. To my knowledge, is it really an exploit or an update or a bug? Who's to say? You can argue that maybe this is the gameplay issue, right? Remember, this has to be a fun and game too, and there's 4 races, and as I pointed out, the Bird of Prey does have 4 medium weapons. I'm sorry, 3 medium weapons. Let's load up the game. So, and you notice I did a small thing, and I'm sorry. So it does save it. I did stop producing those warbirds, and I did do a quick update to the warbird, quote unquote D7s. And this is what I'm doing. First of all, this is a warbird class Fecker. Designed those Patox. This is a D7. I didn't update it. Interesting. I'm thinking. Well, let's not even talk about this. Let me finish about what I think about the game. This could be a gameplay issue, a quote unquote balance situation where they think that the bird of prey, that the bird of prey is too powerful as it is, especially if it gives it cloaking devices. So to balance out the Klingons, maybe this was done on purpose. Who am I to say different? And I'm going to go through the challenge with a crappy bird of prey and see if I can win the game. Or make a good series in playing it. I'm also going to try and keep this series down. So let's move to this D7. So this is a D7 or Katinga class. It should be. It's not a warbird. Maybe it's a Fekla design. Sure, I'll give it that. Now, we're going to redesign it. I'm going to leave the weapons alone. It has 1 medium slot, which I'm giving it photon torpedoes. 2 mediums, photons, and then phasers. Now, the auxiliary we're going to do last, this A component, the shield slots. We have 2 choices. We have shield, and we have armor. Let's take a quick look at them. They both cost 4 alloys. Actually, no. This one, the holes cost 8 alloys. Oh, and shields only cost 4 alloys. Okay, so shields are a wee bit cheaper. Fine. Both of them cost 10, or cost or use, I'm not even sure what the term is here. Operative officers, 10. Both give, in this case, ship hulls or titanium hulls give plus 50 hull points. These shields give plus 50 shield points. Now, of course, the ship comes with hull already and 0 shield, so this is the only way shields can be given. Likewise, this also gives 0.5 shield regeneration daily. So the shields will, if you're left at, if the only damage you have is shields, eventually your shields will go back to 100%. Now let's look at the weapons, and this is critical. Beam weapons, and this is classic Trek. Beam weapons do 100% damage to shields, but only 75% damage to hull. Torpedo weapons, and again, this is beam. This is how do I know this? So let's take a look at other beams. 100% shields, 75 hull. 100% shield, 75% hull. 100% shield, 75% hull. Point defense is a little different. And we're not cowardly. We're not going to use point defenses. So, beams are good against shields, but terrible against hull. If I had 0 shields, beams are the worst weapons because then they had to use hull. On the flip side, torpedoes do plus 25% hull damage, but minus 50% shield damage. So if I have shields, torpedo boats will do less damage to me until they break my shields. And combine that shields are a little cheaper and they regen, I think shields are a better choice. That being said, this A slot, we can either put a battery, which gives us more power, or a cloaking device. Well, cloaking device, obvious choice. Now this last slot, we can put shields and make it, and still be able to have our original configurations and everything. And that will give us 200 shields, 800 hull points. Or we can have hull, 850, 150. I'm still going to go with shields. Save design. Oh, the Feklar is because it's the name on the bottom right. Or left, I'm sorry. Now, Bird of Praise, because there's no A or S slots, I can't do anything except just change this. And there's no reason we're at positive. I'll just keep it as is. Now, there's this interceptor role. We can have escort, interceptor. Medium ships, we're going to give it the escort role. I want this to be hitting the small ships first. And D7s hit the small ships as well. Clear out the small ships first and then go for the big ships. So, we're going to update. If I remember this also shows us the fleet powers. 655, 753. Why is it 753? Oh, it's because the combination of Bird of Praise and Warbird and D7s, Warbirds. And technically it's 20 out of 20 versus 18 out of 20. And they're considering the Bird of Praise to actually probably be more power than D7s, you know, point for point probably. Interesting. I want this to be only like a 20-minute episode, but I don't see how it's possible. 2 available jobs. We're looking at planets right now. 2 available jobs, 1 available job, 0. So this planet can build something. It has 1 slot. We're low on energy. Technically, we're on low food. We're buying 30 food a turn. So with that being said, I was also told, let's look at food. Armies is eating up 12 of our food. This is our agrarian food. So we're going to put more food here. This, we haven't decided what type of planet we want chilled coal to be. It could be a fine planet either way. And it still has 1 available job. Drago was hit with by the crystalline entity. We'll block this. We'll get 250 of these tetrions. 3-0. So We may even start importing some people, but they're at -2 amenities. And we're probably going to make this into agrarian planet. At least for now. Alright, let's unpause the game. Let's take a quick look at the... Oh, who are these people?
We pride ourselves on self-determination.
Excellent. Our ships have been upgraded. So let's go back. We're making a new fleet. We have something that's full. Officers. You there's nothing we can do about that. Incoming transmission. A courageous warrior has proven themselves worthy. Let's get some extra loyal people here. Oh god. Might need extra loyal people.
We won't easily share
We
our
want
secrets.
to attack these people. Declare war, prove, ratify claims. Can we ratify the claims yet? We're missing 20, so 20 months.
We won't easily share our secrets.
Is these people over here? Where's the... Yeah, fair. I don't care about them. So I'm kind of like, look, ooh. It's gonna be energy. We'll worry about these officers in a bit. Our goal is to ratify this claim. Then we could declare war, attack him, kill him, and move on. We need more alloys. Boy, I'm doing terrible. At the end of this month, we'll pause and take a quick look, see how much influence we need. And then
We won't easily share our secrets.
ratify claim. This will end the episode. We're February 1st, 2376. Next episode, we will declare war and conquer them. In fact, we could even be a little sneaky poo and start moving our fleets. But we'll worry about that in a bit. Before we do that, he knows how these have shields. Let us reinforce this fleet. Alright, this will end this episode. I know it's been short. I'm going to try and see what happens when we keep it short. Until next time, and next time will be war. You know we're going to be doing it soon. Thank you very much for hearing me rant about the bird of prey and the Klingons. But again, I still like the game. It's that time of the video where I'd say adios. Thank you for watching. And if you're hearing this, I really like to say thank you for staying at least this long or skipping to the end. I really appreciate it. Better yet, the YouTube gods seem to enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, click on the bell icon to notification alerts. It really does help content creators like myself. I need the help. If you have any suggestions about my YouTube content or my channel or about this video, I'd love to hear it. Please leave a comment. Regardless, I'd like to thank you for watching. Stay safe, be entertained, enjoy life, and until next time, adios, goodbye. Hope your RNG is better than mine. Thank you.
All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.